Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, statistics. Statistics is the branch of mathematics which deals with collection of data, presentation of data, and analysis of data. Collection of data. First of all, what is data? Facts and figures which are collected for the specific purpose, they are called data. Data can be of two types, primary data and secondary data. Primary data is the data which is collected by the investigator for some specific purpose. Let us say I want to know how many COVID patients in Rourkela. So I will personally go to each and every home and I will collect the data that how many persons are suffering from COVID, and history I will collect, and that data will be very much reliable data, and that is called primary data. And second type of data is a secondary data, that I will not collect the data but I will take the data collected from somebody else. Like Odisha government has collected some data and it is published in some news magazine or it is published in newspaper and I have collected from there. So that is not very much reliable data, and that data is called secondary data. Okay, so two type of data, primary data and secondary data. Now this data which we are collecting is called raw data. Suppose I have collected how many children are getting pocket money at home and how much money they are getting. So I have collected one data. That data which I have collected is called raw data. Okay, this raw data can be arranged in ascending order or descending order or in serially order. Okay, so the data, if it is arranged in ascending order, it is called array or arrayed data. Okay, so let us say I want to find out the mark sheet. How many children got marks in mathematics out of 50 marks? So I will collect all roll number wise, serial number wise. Suppose class 9 children mathematics marks I want to collect. So I will write all roll numbers 1 to total strength of the class, and then after that I will write the marks against each roll number serially. So that is called collection of data. That is raw data. But if that data is very large, then it is very difficult to interpret that data. But if data is small, easily we can interpret by this method. Let us say if I will collect this data, marks obtained by 10 students in mathematics out of 20. Then it is easy to find out who has got highest, who got minimum, what is the range of the data. But if I will collect the data of the whole class 9, A, B, C, D, all sections, then it will be difficult for me to find out by this method the highest, lowest, and it will take time also, and it is a tedious job. So that is why we need different other method which are very less time consuming. So here you see this comes presentation of data. How to present a data? We can present the data. Presentation means organizing the data in the simple form, so that easily we can collect the information from the data. So it can be done by the two processes. First one is ungrouped frequency distribution and second one is grouped frequency distribution. So first of all we will see how it can be done by ungrouped frequency distribution. For ungrouped frequency distribution, we'll make frequency table. Let us say same question, marks obtained by 10 students in mathematics out of 20. Here we will learn how to make frequency distribution table of ungrouped data. The raw data which we have collected are the marks obtained by 10 students in a test out of 20. 11, 8, 7, 15, 8, 15, 18, 20, 20 and 15. So what to do? We have to make three columns. First column will give you the values of the variables. Here we will write marks obtained. The minimum marks obtained is 7 and maximum mark obtained is 20, and variables are 7, 8, 11, 15, 18 and 20. We have 5 variable in this data. Next column is for telemark and last column is for frequency. Now how to make observation table? So first of all, we'll see here data 11, first number is 11. So here we will see mark obtained column, first column. Here we have 11. Against 11 in telemark column we will draw one bar. Then again in 8, next number is 8. So in against 8 we will draw one more bar in telemark. Then for 7 again we will draw one more bar. For 15 one bar. Again 8 one more bar. 15 one bar. 18 one bar. Against 20 two bars. And then 15 one more bar. Okay, here you see we have filled all with telemark. One line we have drawn, one bar we have drawn against each mark. And now we will see how many times it occurs. 7 marks contained by how many students. So frequency is the number of time it occurs. So here 7 marks for one child only. So one frequency is 1. Here frequency is 2. Here frequency is 1. For 15 it is 3. For 18 it is 1. And for 20 it is 1. So total how many students? 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 3 7 plus 1 8 plus 1 9. 20 is 2. So that is 10. So all 10 children, they got 20 out of 20 these marks. So this we have arranged in a ungrouped data. Okay, this ungrouped data. If a number exceeds by 5 here, exceeds by 4. In telemark column, if a number exceeds by 4, you draw one diagonal line to show a group of 5. So it is easy to count if a number of bars are increasing in the column and it increases more than 4, that fifth line will be a diagonal line so that it will be a group of 5. So like this group of 5 can be counted easily, and this process is easier than the previous one, and it is time saving also. Okay, and frequency distribution for group data we will see in next class. Thank you.